Good Monday morning. All right. We're just getting set up here for the day. We don't really have much news up on deck on the economic calendar. Not today, anyway. We do later in the week. We got nothing for today. Tomorrow, housing stats, building permits, and then we have jobless claims on Wednesday. Just marking off these areas on the higher time frames. This was all from training a couple weeks ago. All right, so let's draw out that Fibonacci from here. All right, now let's jump down to the 2-minute time frame. This is not cooperating. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and sell one
Order
of these
filled.
right now. I'm going to bring the take profit. If we break this level here, we're coming right to this level. So I'm just going to leave that order in there. We don't have much news, so the only thing we're going to have is this area of liquidity to kind of give us some price action or to give us some movement. So I'm going to put my take profit right here just before we get to that area. With the selling off that we're getting, we should have no problem coming down there. Clearly broke out of that channel. I'm going to actually sell another one right there.
Order filled.
Bring it down just below there. Get rid of these stop losses. Since we already broke that channel. Alright, so where would our next area of resistance be? Right up here. Right? So we got our support below us, resistance above us. We got our major time frames. You know, we still haven't came back down to the June lows. So we really just want to wait, see what the market wants to do. Let it tell us what it wants to do, right? We'll just try and capitalize on the movement. We really don't care what the news is. What we do care about is what the market does, how the market reacts to the news. Today we don't have anything on deck for news that's really going to move the markets. So we're just going to have to play it by ear, right? I mean, what do we have? What do we know? We know that the bears are going to want to come right back down to this area from the overnight, right? The overnight session. That's where the bears are going to want to bring it if we're going to see a bounce. All right now, I mean, we're not really seeing anything. The market kind of made its way up in the overnight hours. Then we ranged, and now we're just selling off. So we're just going to want to see what the market does going into the bell. But again, we took two shorts here to the downside, anticipating the bears wanting to bring it right back down here. I'm actually going to move this one down just a little bit lower. Why not, right? So those are the two trades we're in now. I made 125 over here. I traded the break right here. We kind of broke trend right here, right? We broke the trend. I got in right here and sold it right here, just below the break there on the NQ. So there's really not much else going on in the neighborhood. Let's bring this up here. and see what we get. I'm going to actually add another one right
Order
there.
filled.
And I'm still going to keep all these down here. But you can see that we're coming right back up here to test the break of the channel. Again, with that nice down movement, we should see follow through. Again, the bears are going to want to come back down and retest the overnight low. And if that doesn't hold, I'm actually going to bring one of these down here in case we do get that break and they want to come back and retest these Friday lows. So we'll just have to wait and see. If anything, you know, we should get this retest right here, and if this doesn't break, then we'll close it out. We'll manage the position and take some profit. But only time will tell. I'm here on YouTube now, live. Not really sure how I could see any comments if you're commenting, but I can't hear you from there. But anyhow, again, with no news, I mean, nothing really out there in the world is good. The overall direction is down. We broke the channel here, right? But, you know, could we see some upside movement today? Absolutely, right? But the bears are definitely going to want to come back and try and retest these areas. So that's what I would count on seeing. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame from Friday's close. Right, if anything, the bulls are going to want to bring it back up to the 61.8 fib retracement or the 11.571. And could we see that today? Absolutely. You know, I mean, we just kind of been selling off. We're getting the little bounces, right? Kind of, we traded in this range. So this is the perfect area where the bulls would want to bring it back because remember, the market likes to make these patterns, right? They want to come back up and retest this area before we continue down. All right, that's very important that you need to understand about the markets and how they move, right? Here again, when we went up, the bulls wanted to retest this area before we came down. These patterns are indicative in the markets, right? The markets like to make moves in 2s or 3s. So you have to expect it, right? The bulls are going to want to come back up, right? Is this area an area where they did that? Yeah, they did, but, you know, they're going to want to, again, come right back up into a more prominent area. So with no news on deck today, you know, the trades are just going to kind of be whichever way the market's going, traders are going to pile in, right? I mean, again, the best areas to trade today are going to be these areas of liquidity. I'm going to go ahead and take this profit.
Order filled.
So we just got 2 left on the table. All right, let's see if we're going to anticipate this break. If we're not going to get that break, like I said, we're going to have to manage the position. So might as well start taking some profit now. And see how the day unfolds, right? We don't want to be greedy. We're already up on the day. But guys, again, you know, trading these markets, if you know what you're doing, if you know how to trade, you know, if you're not trading emotionally and you're just trading by what you see, you can become, you know, in the top 5% of traders. That's what we're teaching people to do here. You know, join us now. I was off for 2 weeks. I think I had COVID. Wasn't a good feeling at all. One of the worst things I've ever had. But yeah, so, you know, just take your emotions out of the picture, right? The market always wants to do the same things over and over and over. It's repetitive, right? Get in key locations, so even if you're wrong, you're still right, right? I know that might not make sense to you if you're a new trader, but, you know, don't go all in bad areas. Go in and all in good locations, right? We have our 5-minute and our 30-minute time frames up here. We're using them, you know, in conjunction just to kind of see where we're at. As you can see, the RSI is just kind of bending over. And our percent B is kind of coming back up towards that 50% mark, which is not here. Big surprise. So let's mark off our 50% area on both of these. So when the market's doing that, you know, that's showing you the market is weak, right? It's just weak overall, so we might as well go ahead and I'm going to put another sell order in right there. You know, if we come back up here and another one up here, just get 2 more. Might as well make profit on the way down if we're going to continue down. What's up, Mike?
How you feeling, my brother?
I'm still really just not feeling it at all, man. Like, I don't know, man. That COVID did something to me. If
Well,
that's what it
it does,
was. I mean, it was bad.
well, I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're better.
It's good to be back. Looks like I missed a lot of price action the last couple weeks, but is what it is, you know.
Sure
I
is.
traded the NQ. Let's see if my trades show up on there. I just took one trade. I didn't have anything marked off, but we kind of got that retest right here, so I entered. And I just closed it out for a quick profit right there, 125 bucks one contract. And then the NQ here, you know, we broke this channel. We broke the channel. We got the retest right here, so I just took a couple, but you know, we got to break through this area. I have my profits down here. If we do break that area, you know, the bears are going to want to do the same thing they always do, right? They're going to want to retest it here, and then their next area is going to be right here. So I'm anticipating that break. But if I'll go talk about it real quick. But on the higher time frame, right? If you're looking at it from the higher time frame, we haven't got that pattern yet, right? That pattern that we look for, the retest. We kind of had some area right here where they tried once, they tried twice and failed. You know, I actually didn't look left enough to see if that was another key area from last week, and it probably was. Yeah, let me just drop a line here and see what that looks like. Nope.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it is, but I guess right here, I mean, we touched 1, 2, and then we use it as resistance. So let's see if that looks any better. Yeah, that's it. So that was it from there. But again, you know, looking at the bigger picture, that's what we're looking at, right? They're going to want to bring it back up and retest that. They did do it here. They tried several times and failed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 times and failed. So, you know, the market's weak. There's really nothing good out there. That's what I was talking about. We have nothing on deck for the economic calendar today. We do on tomorrow and Wednesday. We got jobless claims and some other garbage. Same old, same old. But if we're going to get a bounce, this is the area that we're going to see it in today. Because if you're looking at the Fibonacci, you know, I put it down here at 100% for Friday. And, you know, we haven't bounced or anything really higher than anything here. But they'd want to bring it back up right into this area. So if we're going to get any movement today, right, this is going to be the 61.8 fib retracement right here. So that would be where I'd be looking for upside potential. But this is the major area of resistance. So we're just going to kind of have to play that by ear and see. You know, if we start going up, we'll trade to the upside. But right now, you know, this is going to be a line in the sand right here. This is line 1, line 2, and line 3. You know, the closer we get to here, the more confident I would be for that reversal. Right? The market's just not going to continue to sell off without bounces along the way. So we just want to anticipate
Actually, when you say the bounces, you're 100% right. As I watch it does have a lot of bounces. It's got to go down, it goes up. It goes down, it goes up.
That's all it does. And, that, you know, this is like here, you know, in the overnight session, we just kind of ranged all night. This is a 15-minute chart. So that was a good range. But if you're looking at it, let's go to the 5-minute so we can kind of see it better. So from 3 o'clock this morning, we just kind of been range bound. You had that one little breakout, right? If we look at it, well, as that unfolded, if you look at this up into here, we had the breakout and then we sold off a little bit, but we came right back in. But again, this is why it's imperative to have your lines, you know, because that's where your take profit would be this little tiny area right here. And then we came right back in, then we sold off, then we came back in, and then we sold off again. But now we're in this major area right here where it's kind of holding. But since we're getting that weakness, right, we know the bears are going to want to come back here and come back to Friday's low. I just put my take profits down here, anticipating that. And if we don't break this area, right, if we do break this area right here, they're going to want to come back up to retest it again. That's just the way the market is. That's the way the market works. So that's what I'm looking for now. I did put two more sell orders in right here. I put one here and one here in case we came back to the volume weight or the 20 period moving average. But we're just gonna have to see. So how's your trading been, man?
I've been alright. I did good a couple days, but I went to Vegas and kind of wasn't paying attention for a couple days.
That's awesome though, Vegas.
Yeah, it's always fun. Hey, how far are you from Miami?
About 2.5 hours.
Okay.
We're on the other coast, but
You're on
right
the
off
other-
Alligator Alley. So
Okay. I was just curious. We're gonna be in Miami for New Year's.
for New Year's,
Yeah.
nice. You're crazy.
Well, my wife's Aunt Sharon lives there, so we're gonna go there for New Year's.
Oh, nice.
Supposed to be going to Bimini, wherever the hell that is.
Bahimi, I think it's called Bahimi.
Yeah, whatever. I don't have a damn clue.
Something weird.
So, I think it's an island.
Order filled.
I just closed those two positions because you see how we're getting the divergence here? We got price coming down and we're getting divergence, and on the 5-minute time frame, right? We're expecting it to come back to that 50% mark, but we're finally coming off of this curve back up. So I just want to see, are we going to break this area or hold it? But since we're getting a divergence here, I'm going to go ahead and close it out and anticipate that reversal right here. So I'd be looking for that. We got the 1 leg, 2 leg. I'd be looking for that 3rd leg, and as long as this divergence holds, then we'll look towards the upside, back to the upside. I'm gonna go ahead and buy one right
Order
there.
filled.
And just try and scalp it real quick. Yeah, since we're struggling so much right there, and we got the divergence, we gotta go with what the charts are telling us. We're forming that triangulation pattern here right now. Right, we're getting that little triangle, so see if we break. The triangle.
I know.
Right, but we got divergence, which I'm liking. But to go long here is kind of a shot in the dark.
Order filled.
We got filled. It was only like $6 profit, but we want to see if this is going to hold that 50% mark. But with that, struggling right here with divergence, I got to go with what the charts are telling us. So we could just be coming to pull right back up to here, but it could be nothing more than, we'll just go sideways until the bell. I don't really anticipate seeing any major moves, so your best areas are going to be liquidity areas to trade today with no news, and just see what the market conditions are feeling like. But as low as we are, on our 30-minute, and the divergence building up here and the divergence building up here, that's a good indication of the price reversing where we are. And at the bell, it'll be a different story, right? At the bell, they might just come down real quick to these key areas.
And then pop back up.
Right. So I would imagine, again, just looking at let's look at the hourly chart. We sold off for, what is this? The 13th, the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, and then last night. So notice we had the big sell-off, right, these last few days. So what is the market going to want to do, right? It's going to want to take a rest and retrace. So if we look at this, it's kind of hard to see this. Let me see if I can open this up a little bit. So we kind of broke this channel now. We're trading outside of the channel, right? The bad part that I don't like about it is, now we're re-breaking this new channel here, right? It's breaking out of that new channel. So I don't like that, but that could be nothing more than them wanting to come back down and retest Friday's lows and then get that retracement. But to have continued sell-off, right now everybody and their brother is bearish. They want it to go down, so it's in the best interest of the market makers to do a correction here and come back up and retest this area, right? Get everybody out of their shorts so they can get some short positions to then sell back off to the downside. So that's my game plan for today. We've been selling off for several days now, almost a week, and we're going to want to see that, a retracement at least back up to these areas that we got marked off up here. Possibly 11,570, just to be in conjunction with what the market likes to do, right? 1, 2, and come back down, or that 61.8. But if we're gonna sell off from more than we did Friday, right, we'd have to break Friday and get that same pattern. So if this was Friday's low, we would have to break and then come back up for that retest. So that's what I'm looking for today.
One quick question. Are we on MNQ3? Not 2 no more, right?
Yeah, on the H3.
Okay.
Yeah, you see we're getting that little pop back to the upside here. And if we were to draw a line from here, right, we're coming up, and again, what's it going to want to do? Come back and retest it, or come all the way back down. So that's what I'm looking at today, and they might not even come back to retest that, right? They may just rip this thing up all day. So we'll just want to play it by ear and see what they do. Are they going to do this number here and then come back down and then bring it back up for the next several days? Well, until tomorrow we have some news that could move the markets, or on Wednesday, the jobless claims and other stuff. I didn't go all the way out for the whole week. Let me see what we got at the end of the week. I didn't look. Jobless claims Wednesday, Thursday, nothing. And then Friday, personal income, durable goods, new home sales. So Friday will be, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday will be exciting. But outside of that, today is not going to be that great. And here, right, if we're looking at this, this is another example of 1, 2, right? They want to come back up and retest this high. The odds are in the favor of the market going up today, especially with no news that could bring it down anymore. We had a 5-day sell-off, so I would be looking to go long today. But either way, I just want to see what we're going to do in these two areas now. Are we going to, are we coming down here to bounce? Or are we going to come up here to bounce? That's the $1 million question for today. But now you see how I got out of those positions for a profit, right? Because we on nothing more than divergence, right? Even though I'm anticipating them to bring it down, to sell it down further, this is a divergence play, pure divergence. That's it, right? We were oversold, divergence, oversold. Right? It doesn't matter what I thought. All that matters is what I see. So I saw that. I knew we should be looking to close out those shorts and go back to the upside. You got any questions, Mike? Like, how are you doing in your overall trading? You getting better?
Yes, I am. I'm doing okay. I don't really understand. Oh shit! When the arrow's going up and down, like A, B, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the Elliott wave?
Yeah, I don't understand the Elliott wave.
It's going to take some time to learn it. That's why I'm saying, that even on the boot camp, that's going to be, the hardest part of the boot camp. But right here is an Elliott wave. So right here, this was your starting point. Right? Here's 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? This pullback, your first pullback, didn't come back into where it started. So that's your first piece of information you need. Your second leg was bigger than the first leg. That's your second piece of information. And then your second correction or pullback didn't come back into the range of where the first pullback happened. So that's a true Elliott wave right there on a small time frame. And now we're getting that correction. So now here we'd be looking for kind of like an ABC pattern, right? Or some, a different kind of pattern. But we're going to get into that because you got zigzag corrections, like that. You have your flat corrections that kind of just go like, they just look flat. So we'll be talking more about it, as we go on here and every day. I didn't talk about it yet today, but
a flat correction is more. A flat correction is more like consolidation, correct?
Right, it's sideways movement. Yep. But like we were saying, on the daily time frame, we should be looking now for that that third leg down. But now that I'm looking at this daily, we already came back in to the second leg here. So that, now, well, I really can't do it here without this information from November. And this is kind of hard to see, but yeah, it's not making sense today on this. Now with this big move up, so we're just going to have to see. But if we're just looking at it from the daily standpoint, we were anticipating that third leg down, right? But now that we're looking at it here, because if this is our first leg, we would need a second leg now. So if this is our first leg, it started up here, and now we're just kind of chopping sideways, right? We had the pullback, so on this leg, this could either be the A, B, C, and then we're going to get the second leg down. But looking at it now, I don't know, something looks weird. It doesn't look like it did not too long ago. So we'll have to see, but we were anticipating the third leg down. Maybe we're looking at it on Thinkorswim. I'm really not sure. So if we're looking, let me go here to the 1 hour chart. I just want to see what the chart looks like here. Not see nothing right in there. Alright, so here's our area. They broke back into the channel. I'm going to go ahead and short it right there.
Order filled.
A quick profit. We still got room to run up here, but we're starting to get that super overextension. But this is the area, this is our area that we're looking if we're going to get that 1, 2, or if we're just going to continue higher. But like I said, I'd rather we trade into the upside today. So, even shorting here is kind of risky. I'm just trying to get a couple bucks. I think it's $7 or $8. But we'll see if this area holds.
So do you only keep the trade for a couple of minutes, or do you actually hold it for a period of time?
We can hold it today, for the day, as long as the market's going in our direction. But I just like to get in and get out, take my money. I don't like to overstay my welcome. But
Okay.
you can, if the market's ranging or channeling and it's really strong or it's really weak, just hold your position and add to it on every bounce, right? I mean, last week was a great day to just short and hold. So whenever the market's channeling like that, you know, and you get a bounce, just short it, or you can add to your position. But right now, you know, we're not there yet because we're still talking about channels and where to trade them, how to trade them, where to take your profit, your stop loss, stuff like that. But as we go on further, we'll start taking trades for the whole day.
Order filled.
There we go. We got filled on that one. Right, that was nothing more than a short bounce off the volume weighted average price and that reversal. Right, if we get that 1-2. Right, a lot of bears are going to be wanting to short in all these key areas today because the market's been so bearish. Right, and you know, for the market makers to just keep selling it doesn't make realistic sense to me. Right, they don't want to keep selling it. They're going to want to get people out of their short positions, and that's what the market does. It likes to bounce around. So after 5 days of selling off, we should see or expect either just some choppiness today, right? Choppiness all day, or we'll just get that slow grind to the upside, or they'll just do a rip your face off, boom, boom, boom to the upside. Right? They do it, and they love doing that. But we don't really have anything again to move the market. So there's really no point in trying to be a cowboy, right, and holding your position all day. It'd be better just to take good trades like we're taking here, you know, just a couple little trades in key areas, make a few bucks, call it a day.
Right, we're already up 15. 20 from where you
said.
You
made some money?
At the top of the red line going down.
So, right, I mean, you hold it here? You know, yeah, you could, but you don't know if they're going to continue down right now, especially it's, you know, 20 minutes to the bell, right? Our goal would be to come back down to retest Friday's low. That makes sense, right? And then they'll bounce it and rip everybody who's short. But now our key area is going to be this area, right? Are they going to just come down and retest it, or are we going to get a W pattern and get that reversal? There's too many questions. So I'd rather just take what I can get and get out of the way until we get clear direction, or, you know, do we hold these support areas below us? Do we get the bounce, or, you know, what does the market want to do? But notice how quick, like I said, you know, trading the direction is always your friend. You know, these 2-minute bars took out, you know, this congestion here and the 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes to the upside, right? Because a lot more people are going short than they are long. So that's why, you know, your bigger moves are going to be in the direction of the market. But I'm anticipating, you know, some kind of sideways movement or a reversal back to the upside. I know it doesn't look promising because we broke this trend. But again, what do they want to do? The bears are going to want to come back down and then bounce off of that low. So could we come all the way down there today? Don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Was this Friday? No, this 18. Yeah, this is Friday's low. I didn't realize it was down that low. I was thinking this was it. So, yeah.
It got low Friday.
Yeah, it did. So then, yeah, the bears are going to want to bring it all the way back down here. So this could have been that 1-2 reversal. But this is where I'd be comfortable going long and holding. Right? I wouldn't want to go long and hold it in these areas, right? This would be the area where I would go max size to go long for that bounce. But
right.
We're just gonna have to see, you know, what does the market want to do, and then we'll look here and see if we hold it. Yeah, so that kind of changes the game plan now. I mean, now, you know, they could rip it right at the open, just boom, boom, right? 1-2 minute bar, just sell it off and then bounce it up the rest of the day. You know, we've seen them play that game plenty of times before. But what do you see here now, Mike? I'm going to go ahead.
What? There's a lot of empty space there?
Well, we're getting that 1-2 but look at where the divergence is, right? We got
Oh,
a flat bottom and some divergence. So I'm gonna see if I can't grab a scalp
Order
there.
filled.
There we go. We got the order in there. See if we could just get a scalp bounce on that or anything. But they could want to do that. Remember, we're looking at this as that possible 1, 2, 3 leg down. So could go south, but we're only looking for a couple of bucks. And since we do have that divergence right here with a flat bottom, we'll go ahead and see if we can get filled.
Hey guys.
Huh?
I'm talking to my dog. They finally got up.
Oh. I'm going to go ahead and add another one right there. Because look at your divergence here on the 5-minute also. Right, we're coming down lower now, so that feels more like a bull trap or a bear trap to me with the divergence right here.
Okay.
Right, they took out everybody who was long. Right, that's what it's feeling like. I'm going to add one more right there if we come back and double tap that. But it's risky because the bears, they have a place they want to be. So it's risky. Could give back all the profits.
Right. Give it back pretty fast.
But again, the divergence, it's not going to lie, right? We got the flat bottom. We got the divergence. We got divergence here. But we'll just have to wait and see. But I liked, this is kind of like that liquidity grab, right? It fully recovered that bar. It hasn't closed yet, but, that's showing a lot of buyers are stepping up in this area. So this could have been nothing more than that liquidity grab just to take out this bar, anybody that was long.
Yeah.
But again, we're in that area. We got divergence.
Order filled.
We got one filled.
Order filled.
Another 17. But are you seeing the divergence? Do you understand the divergence, Mike?
Well, it's the opposite of what you're seeing, because if it's pointing down and going up at the same time, that's your divergence.
Right, but it's also like, this is where we bottomed out before, and look at where your relative strength was. Now, this came down further than this area, and your relative strength came nowhere near down here. Right, so that's divergence. When you're getting strength, this is showing you that buyers are coming in. So that's how you play divergence, right? That's how you know you
That's
can.
a very good explanation. Thank you.
Yeah, and again here, price was making lower lows, but we were making higher highs. Right now, again, price came past this point, but it didn't here. Right, so we still got that divergence. So this is going to kind of be that battle zone now, right? Which way do we go? Are we going to break above this or below it? So yeah, that was nothing more than that liquidity grab right there, where they just rip it real quick. When it rips real quick like that, that's a liquidity grab. Anybody that was long here, they just stopped them out. Right, anybody that held it, that's all they did. If they had their stop losses down here, that was the machine just coming to take everybody's stop loss that was in over here.
Yeah, took everybody's money.
Order filled.
I still had that order in over here.
Order filled.
So that one just got filled. and it got filled for a profit. But I had it sitting right here. Boring. So how's Las Vegas, man? Is that place still like glitter and gold? I see a lot of YouTube videos, and it looks like it's turning into a dump.
No, it's looking still good.
Does it?
They're building more and more stuff there. They just keep building.
Yeah, I'm not a gambling person. I don't think I'd ever go there.
We have a good time. We went for the Aerosmith concert that got canceled.
It got canceled?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he got sick.
Oh, perfect. Did they refund your money?
Yeah, they refund your money, but I mean that was an expensive little venture because you have to get the motel, the plane tickets, the whole 9 yards.
I would go after them and get all that back.
They ain't giving you that back. But we had a good time at any rate.
That's crazy, man.
I mean, the purpose of us going was to see Aerosmith, not to just
Yeah.
go.
That kind of stinks.
Yeah, it did. But we had a good time. We had fun anyway.
That's cool.
Had a lot of good food.
How is the food? Do you get a lot of free food at the hotels?
No, there is no more free food.
No?
There's no free nothing.
Oh, man.
No.
That would be like the only thing I would go for because I heard of all the free food.
Right. There ain't no more free food. That's like long gone.
That stinks. It's like everything else now with the prices of everything.
Oh, it's expensive there. I mean, like we went to Carmine's, and we were two people. Carmine's was $175 for 2 people.
That's
that's pretty pricey.
For food?
Yeah. Food's expensive there.
I'd have been like, do you have a kids menu?
I got 3 kids that kill me.
Yeah, I got 3 also. Tell me about it.
I think I'm like a walking ATM machine.
They all do. Trust me.
It's
crazy the prices you gotta pay to go out to eat now for a family of 5.
It's hard, family.
I know. The prices are ridiculous. And then, then the schools, every day the school wants something else or this or that. Or, now they all need, like, pajamas for Christmas and hats for Christmas. I'm like, what is up with these schools?
Yeah.
Every day they need something, They're like, they want you to bring in all your own stuff now and crayons in the beginning of the year. I'm like, where does that
they charge you for like a little starter pack. Like it's like $50 or something. A bag full of shit. Don't even.
Last year the kids came home at the end of the year with half the stuff they bought in brand new. I'm like, are you kidding me? They wanted all this stuff and you didn't even use it?
Yeah. You're right.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's ridiculous. Wait till your kids go to college, people are going to get work.
Yeah. Oh, looks like we're doing another triangle wedge kind of pattern right here, which it'll probably do. We only got a couple minutes to the bell. But that was the same thing here. And then we broke out of it to the upside. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see what they're going to do. You know, I know that, you know, they're going to want to bring it back down to Friday slow, at least to get a bounce back to the upside, and then trap in everybody who's still short biased, right? Because if they do this relatively quick, they'll get everybody going short on options, and then they'll and then they'll rip it up. So, you know, that's what I'm kind of hoping to see at the bell, is let them sell it off real quick, but they might not. You know, they might just rip it up. But without any news, unless we get some type of breaking news today, you know, it's just going to be a wait and see. But even now, we're kind of building up divergence again. You know, prices staying the same, but the divergence is kind of building. But we're just going to have to see, again, what they're going to want to do with the bell. But right now, it's staying in that triangular pattern.
Sure is. I think it's going to pop real fast.
That's kind of what I'm waiting to see. But if you look here at the 5 minute, you know, we never broke out of it yet. We're still kind of just sitting in that, even with this movement here.
Little zone.
Right, we're just got that little triangle here, just like we did over here. This is kind of a smaller one, but the 5 minute, we haven't broke out of it yet either. But the big, you know, this is, we broke out of this, and it looks like it retested it at that volume weighted average price. So, you know, we're just going to have to play this by ear and see, do the bears just come right back down and then we rip up. But, you know, this will be the level to watch. But, you know, I'm more bullish today than anything. And it might sound weird to hear that, but, you know, we sold off for a week. So
yes, we have. I mean, it just kept going down and down.
Yeah. So that'll be the game plan here. Just kind of wait and see.
Have you made any more videos?
No, I haven't done anything the last 2 weeks. I didn't work on any videos for the boot camp.
Okay, then I'm up to date.
Dude, enough in there to get you making money. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
The divergence alone, you know, you should be able to make money consistently every day with the divergence and the ranges. You know, just like this morning. I mean, that was good range areas to trade.
The ranges are good. Very good. I understand the range.
Yeah. And then the channels, you know, just draw your channels out and trade off of the channels. I mean, even if here on the 30-minute time frame, if you were trading it, you could have made this. Remember, we just kind of put it out there in the middle of nowhere. Bring it up here, and it fits perfect. Look at that. For a top. So, you know, you could have shorted up here, but down here, once you actually got two connecting points here, you know, you could have had the channel right there also. But we haven't come down here yet, so I don't know. We're just going to have to see what they want to do here today.
Be right back.
Yeah. And there's the bell.
There it is.
There it is. A quick rip down there. I'm going to put a buy in order right in this area. It's kind of risky though, you know, because we want to just wait and see what they're actually going to do. But if you look at here, we came right down to that.
Right to the line.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm just going to go ahead
Order
and
filled.
see if we're going to get. Let me get that stop out of the way there. Here we go.
Order filled.
Huh?
Drop like a rock.
Yeah, real quick. I don't know if this is an order down here, but I'll put another order in down there. Yep, that was that quick 1-2. So let's see if we do come right back down to this area at 11,280. Got the getting divergence here on that 5 minute.
Order filled.
Let me go ahead and keep that there.
Right on that.
Yeah, again, you know, we got the potential to come right back down to this low. That's where the bears are definitely going to want to come.
Order filled.
All right. Got one order working here. I don't know if that is an order, but I'm going to make it one. You got take profit, take profit, take profit. So I'm going to move my take profits up. Move it up even higher. Bring these up. If we get down in this area, I'll add like 3 or 4 more. Because that'll be perfect for that bounce. That's where I would want to go in and load up. So I'm going to put my orders in right here. And I'm going to move all my profits back to the upside. Get rid of the stop. Come on, Phil. Well, because we broke these 2 support levels, the most of the money that's going to buy is going to be in this area.
Order filled.
So that's why you're not seeing any bounces, because we broke 2 key levels here. But this is where I'll load up, because that's where we're going to see the reaction, right? We're coming right back to Friday's low, and then we'll get that bounce. Unless there's some type of news that came out that I didn't see.
I didn't see any news come out.
Yeah, no, they're just coming back down to get to hit the Friday's low, and then we should see, that bounce just come right back up. But this is why you're not really getting a bounce, because this is where the money's going to be. The smart money is going to be to add back to the long side. So exactly what we just said this morning, right? That was only, 3 2-minute bars, 2, 4, 6. Bring it down, get everybody trapped to the downside, and then bring it right back up. And they did it pretty quick. So one more bar right into this area, but we're in the area now. I mean, we came right down, but I would anticipate anybody who got long here at 11,277, they're going to want to come back down and knock them out from their long position.
Hmm.
I'm going to load up down here. Notice it doesn't want to come and fill these orders.
No.
Right?
Just wants
It doesn't want to fill them. Because it knows what it's going to do. And why does it want to fill me when it's going back up? I'm going to add
Order
anyway.
filled. Order filled.
Come on, fill.
Right there.
I'm going to buy down, put an order in down here on the NQ since we're in that area. See if we can get filled on any of them. We should definitely get that bounce, possibly a 1-2 kind of reversal. So now with this, notice I got all of my take profits, the ones that are open working anyway. Even if we did get a continued sell-off, this is where they're going to want to bring it back for that 1-2 reversal. But I don't think we're going to see that today. Like I said this morning, this is what we were looking for. Come right back down, and then it's back to the races to the upside. But we just don't have news out there, right? So
Right.
this was
There's really nothing going on.
perfect setup, trap in all the bears, all the people that, market just goes down, right? It doesn't go back up. So those 3 2-minute bars, what better way to trap them all in, right? And then see how much pain can they take, right? How many people are going to hold these because they don't know how to cut losses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll just hold this, hoping that, it's just going to turn around and go down the
Order
rest of the day.
filled.
So
Order
these
filled.
These never got filled. I want to cancel these out. They never showed up either.
No.
But again, this is the area. We're gonna need to see it break this and then retest it. But we only got 3 contracts left now. Let me go ahead and cancel all these down here. So I don't think we're going to come back down to that area. We could, though. We could just try and get that retest, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. You never know.
Yeah. I'll put 1 in. kind of halfway for another buy if we do. But we got tweezer bottoms on the 5-minute, which I like. Now notice, right, this is why we didn't get that bounce here, because, you know, most traders that know what they're doing, we're going to be patient for this area because they know that's an area of support. And then look at all the buy-in that came in there, you know. Now, what is this one? It could just be that. I'll keep this one right here under that 20. Just see what we can do, right? We just want to make sure that, are we going to hold this area or are we just going to sell off? But, you know, the odds are not in favor of more selling off today. All right, I think we would recover for the new week and take a rest, or we could just trade sideways, right? But slowly to the upside, I think would be the better play, because if news comes back out bad tomorrow and Wednesday and the rest of the week, right, they're going to want to sell it at higher prices. They'll want to bring it back up to sell it again. So that's what we're looking for. All right, so I got one order in down here if we do come back down there. And we could come right back and just come right to this line, but I have the orders where they are, and I'm going to leave them there. I'll show you what they are later, but I am going to head out right now, go get some breakfast, and start my week, and then work on that boot camp. So, all right, Mike, I will see you tomorrow.